off. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. Sorry for the late start. Minor scheduling emergency, but we are here. We are ready to go. We are fighting Cug, who apparently is not as adolescent as he appeared not too long ago. I apologize now if I have a lot of background noise on my microphone. My 3D printer's running, and I don't want to stop it because I'm on a deadline to get it printed. But without further ado, we will kick things off with the top of the round, which is Cug. Uh, he he's just gonna run. He's not gonna worry about Fitz right now. So, Fitz, you are prone. You just got revived, but you are conscious. So, if you want to take an attack of opportunity against Cug, you may. It will be at disadvantage since you are prone, though.
No, I'm okay.
Okay. So he is gonna run then. Let's see, that's 10, 20, 40, and let me turn this on. I need to count. Beautiful. He is going to bonus action dash to get right up there next to Fenny, old boy. And take his two swings with his vicious rapier. That rapier. First one is going to hit because of his. Which one is it? Is it this one? No. It's this one. Because of his rakish audacity, he gets to add his sneak attack onto that attack. For 31 points of
31.
damage. And your
Can I
hunters.
dodge as a reaction?
Yeah, you can. So I will give you 16 back. Alright. And then your concentration expired on Hunter's Mark. So that's no longer active. And for his second attack, he is going to swing at you with his dagger, which hits. And I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw. Pretty please. That is a failure. So you are going to have some. Do you have something with poison damage?
Do I have something with poison damage?
Yeah, are you resistant
Yeah.
or something? No, it's acid.
Uh,
Okay. So that is going to be 51 points of poison damage. There you go. And then because of his fancy footwork, he is able to run away from you without an attack of opportunity. Just to the edge of the darkness bubble, and that will end his turn. Bringing us to you, Fennon.
there's space back here, yeah?
Uh,
Behind the stairs?
yeah, just enough for one person to walk around. So 5 feet between the stairs and the wall.
Gotcha. Um, let's see here. He's not within. I only get one attack anyways, so let's just do this. What we've been doing. Where'd it go?
That is going to miss.
That was no bueno. All right. I will dip behind the stairs and take a bonus action to hide.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Oh, actually, yeah, that should be right. I don't think he gets. Well, that's horseshit.
Yeah, no. I mean, obviously he's going to know you're behind the stairs. So in this type of situation, your check is going to be if you're able to pop out and take a shot before he sees you and knows that the shot's coming. If that makes sense.
No, yeah, I was just
So
laughing at myself because
the,
of
the
all
next
the
time,
things I could have rolled with one.
yeah, the next time you pop out to take a shot, you're going to kick a little bit of loose rubble, and he will know that the shot's coming. Is what will happen there. So, anything else for your turn?
That's it. That's all I got.
All right, Miss Holly. Can't hear you, Pam.
Because I'm muted. Hi, I'm going to do Firebolt.
Okay. Does that require you to see your target?
See?
Remember all that black spot except for what I've got marked out.
It says creature object within range.
You hurl a mode of fire at a creature. Okay, so it'll be at disadvantage because you're throwing it through darkness that you can't see through.
Okay.
That is not going to work. And with a nat 1, again with disadvantage, I need you to see if it hits good old Fennin back there in the corner.
No.
And you nat 1 again. So no, it does not.
Thank God.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
Can I move?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Is that it for your turn?
Yes, that's it.
All right. Fallon. Just start lobbing short bow shots. First one misses. Second one misses. Third one misses. Fits.
Okay. I am going to stand up.
Okay. Half your movement.
And then I am going to attack this candle that I was at here.
All right. Roll to see if you hit at disadvantage. Well, I'll make it a regular swing because you had declared last week that you would touch it and then swing. So I'll give you just a regular swing on it. That'll hit. Let's drop damage in the chat box. Okay. Beautiful. That is going to knock that candle out. So this whole area becomes visible.
mean, it's half your movement to get up, right?
Yep, half your movement to get up. So you'd have 15 feet of movement left. And 1 attack.
Well, I guess I will wander over that way towards the next one.
Alright.
I think that's it for me then.
Okay. Godric.
Uh, okay. I'm gonna kind of follow Fizz's lead. Kind of follow behind him now that I know that the candles can be knocked out.
Mhm.
Would it be possible for me to hand him a potion of healing as I walk by?
Yeah, call that a quick action. So it
Okay.
doesn't cost you anything to do it.
Okay.
So Fitz, you have a potion of healing now. It's just a regular one, Mike?
Yes. That's
Okay.
do what you want with it. And based off of the placement of these candles, would I have a pretty good idea on where this next one is?
I would say you would know, based on the placement of the other candles, that it's approximately right in front of you. If you're just going to
Okay.
swing to try and hit it, it is still going to be at disadvantage because you don't know exactly where it is.
Okay.
But if you touch it, then it'll be a regular attack. And that's just a perception check.
Okay. Well, let's do a perception check real quick.
Now, before I
Oh,
count the
I had to.
perception check, I'm sorry. This is you, like, feeling out in the darkness like a blind person looking for this candelabra. So if you make the perception check and find it, you'll get a regular swing, but you won't be able to swing into your next round because that's your action.
Okay.
So
I
if you want to,
accidentally had to. I had to disadvantage mark because I was getting ready to swing. Did I need that for the perception check?
no, perception will be just a regular perception check.
Okay, then let's do that. Here's your regular perception check.
Okay. So it's 15. So you do find it, but that's your action for this round. So you spend a couple seconds like, where is it? Where is it? Got it.
Okay, I got you.
So that being known now, if you want to take that perception check back and just swing at it at disadvantage, I'll allow that.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's the part I was missing. Yeah, I'm gonna swing with a disadvantage. I
Okay.
want to try and knock this fucking thing out.
That'll hit. Just drop
All
damage in
right.
the chat box.
I am using my extra.
You swing and hear the ding as your mace bangs into the side of the candle stand. It is still up.
Okay, and I'm wagering that we are close enough that I know that Miss Holly and Fitz is right there.
Well, Miss
I,
Holly, I'm pretty sure was previously established as a mouth breather, so I'm sure you can hear her. And you
okay,
saw
so
Fitz come this way.
So could I use the last of my movement to get myself there?
And you kind of like
Okay.
shoulder brush Miss Holly as you go past. Oh, that's you. Okay. And then you
Come
step.
Yeah.
here, Gotrek. Come on, come on.
Yeah. No, I know that there was battle going on north of us, so I was trying to put myself in between.
Gotcha.
So, and that's it.
Okay. Back around to the top. He is going to step up to you, Godric. Taking a swing with his rapier. That one's gonna miss. He's gonna do that again. That one misses well. And then he steps away. Fennin, you're up.
Gonna learn today, young buck.
He responds through the darkness. My master teaches me all I need.
All right.
45.
No. Oh no, I was just popping out from around the corner.
Okay, so you want to be, what, right there? 15 feet?
Yeah, give or take. I was just trying to see if I'm within. Yeah, no, that's right. All right. Just do our usuals.
Yeah, you got a longbow. You can hit anything in this room from anywhere in this room. You don't have to worry about distance.
Correct.
So
I'm just Fennin popping around the corner, not seeing him, is assuming he's in the darkness, so he has to be within a certain distance to see him, though.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That is going to miss.
All right. Then we'll dip back in the corner and do a bonus action to hide again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it. Okay. Anything
all
else
I
for your
got.
turn?
Nope,
All
that's
right.
all I got.
Miss Holly. You a moment ago heard the cling cling of a rapier bouncing off a shield right in front of you, and then just a couple of steps, indicating that Cug is most likely about 20 feet in front of you.
I'm gonna walk towards him.
Okay.
And punch him.
Okay. Roll a strength check.
I'm gonna punch him with my dagger, though.
With the dagger. Okay, so swing with the dagger then. At disadvantage.
Like,
Yeah, you hear like the soft step of him just taking a sidestep as your dagger cuts through nothing but air.
If you kids don't stop fighting, I'm going to turn this unicorn around right now and we'll go home.
I'm gonna respond to that. You tell him. He's the one that's not letting us hit him. Can I step back? Just 5.
If you take a step back, he could get an attack of opportunity from you.
I knew you were gonna say that. Never mind. I'll stay where I am.
Them's the rules. Doesn't mean he's going to take it. It just means he could take it.
I'll risk it.
You're gonna risk it?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay right there.
Alright, well, you swung at him with a dagger, so he's gonna swing at you with a dagger.
And I'm gonna scooch.
He hits you.
God damn it.
9 points of damage. and you get that 5 feet away from him. Anything
Fuck
else
you,
for your
Cook.
turn?
No, that's it.
He responds back through the darkness. I would fuck you, but you seem tainted.
Take that and everybody. You know what? Fuck you,
That
bro.
is not appropriate talk for your sister. There,
Cug
mister.
is picking up what you guys are putting down and runs into the darkness. He is going to hit the first candelabra, destroying it, and that was... So that'll get
Wait,
him...
Cug is helping us?
Not
No.
Cug, Fallon.
Fallon.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's crazy at this
That-
point. Anything goes with this guy. I'm just saying.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Like, holy shit, did we just miss something? Is this another
Yeah,
mood swing?
I watched him move Fallon. I knew that's what he meant.
Yeah, and Fallon gets 3 attacks. That was only the first one, so he's gonna launch off 2 arrows in the direction he thinks Cug is. Oh, that needs to be a disadvantage. Oh, he missed anyways. Not hitting. Fits. Now, I will say you heard the ding, which was very clearly somebody swinging and hitting one of those candelabras. So you will have a very good idea of where this one is, and can just walk up and take a normal swing at it.
I am using all my lay on hands on myself.
Okay.
Which, let's see, what, we're 13, 14.
14, so that'll be 70.
70. Yep.
All right, I got you. I saw you clicking off the lay on hands, and then I looked at your health bar on your token. I was like, God damn, that's not even moving. Not realizing that it wasn't applying the health.
Oh, yeah, no, I was just clicking them and then I was...
No, it was just a what the fuck moment in my head. But I got your health set there, so you're looking a lot better than you were a second ago.
Okay. Okay, so I know Godric is at that candle, so I am going to move up to this next one. Right into the path of this little sociopath, of course.
Okay.
And then that's my action and movement, so.
All right. Godric.
Okay. Yeah. Since I hit it once, am I still at disadvantage to hit it again?
No, you know where it's at now. So
All
just
right.
a regular roll.
14.
That is going to hit. You don't have to roll damage. It only had 1 hit point left. So it is gone.
All right. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna move forward. Essentially running into Miss Holly, and then work my way around in front of
Okay.
her.
Little bait and switch.
Yeah.
I think that's
I'm
what the
here, Godric.
Battle Master
Come
tactic
here.
is called.
Move next to me, Godric. I whisper.
Anything for your bonus action?
Free.
Flip off the young buck in front of me.
You feel something wet touch your tongue as you lift up middle finger up.
Ew.
My tongue.
Or touch your finger. Something wet touches your finger.
I was like, what the fuck's touching my tongue?
Holy Holy
Okay.
shit, dude! This just got real dark.
Above table, you're fairly confident that he just licked you.
Ugh.
Either that or your finger went inside something and you're not sure you want to know what.
No, I
Some
don't.
exorcist going on over here tonight, apparently.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah.
Look at that fluffy little kitty. Look at that kitty. Look at it. No, Frida, I'm not talking to you, baby. You're not fluffy. Well, kind of, but no.
But that's it for me.
Okay. That is going to bring us to good
Pretty.
old
Still fluffy. No,
Cug.
you fluffy. Yes, you are. Yeah, my pretty girl.
Cug is going to rage as a bonus action. Oh, beautiful. And you just feel uh and don't like when you're in the dark you can sense when something's right in front of you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You sense that Cug is no longer standing right in front of you. Um Then you hear a couple of soft footsteps. And Fitz, you are going to feel a dagger stab you in the back.
At two, Briss.
He stabs the dagger in right where your kidney is, gives it a twist. You can feel his warm breath in your ear, and he goes, "You were never my father. It was all a ruse." And then leaves the dagger in your kidney and walks away. Fennon.
Dick.
I assume I can see Fitz right now.
You cannot
Uh,
see him. You guys are still in
Damn
the
it. All right.
darkness there. So you would have heard the steps, which you
Yeah.
would recognize as Fitz's, because he just did it a couple seconds ago when he got knocked out. And then you'd hear something whispering. You're close enough there. You heard what Cug said. And then the soft patters as he walked away.
I'd like to know how this motherfucker just auto crits on me.
He didn't auto crit. He rolled a natural 20.
This is his fourth crit against me.
Is it really?
Yes.
I was rolling a lot of crits with him last week. I don't know how. 25 will hit Fennon. 11 resisted down to 5.
Bonus action to dash.
Okay.
There's 25. We'll take 40 right there behind the stairs. That's it.
All right, Miss Holly.
I'm gonna whisper to the paladin. Don't let him get to you. He's possessed.
It's okay. I have another kidney.
And I'm gonna walk to what I feel. And I'm gonna kind of bump between Godric and Fit.
Okay.
And then with that, I might use my crossbow on him. I know I can't see him, but I have a sense that maybe he's somewhere around the area. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll just be at disadvantage.
Yeah, maybe my best shot, I guess, at this point. Damn it. Of
Yeah, it's gonna miss.
course.
Anything else
That's
for
it.
your turn?
No, that's it.
All right. Fallon is gonna keep doing what he was doing. He is gonna
Going,
hit.
Fallon. You're like the son I thought I had.
He is gonna knock out that candelabra.
You didn't. You put that damage on Kug because you had him targeted.
Oh shit, I did.
Dude, whose
Could've-
side are you on?
I was just gonna ask.
You're like the best player on his team.
You know what?
Uh,
I want to knock this little bastard out just as much as you do, but I want to do it fairly.
I feel like he would know roughly that Cug is right there, so he's gonna launch 2 shots and hold his ground. Fits.
Okay.
Down to 2 candles, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to touch the candle.
Okay. Make a
And,
perception check. Since you have 2 attacks, I'll let you do the perception check and an attack roll.
Alright, hang on just 1 second. I want to check something here. Sorry, just 1 second. Okay, I thought so.
You find it.
Okay.
And just a regular swing in the chat box then.
Okay. Fuck me.
If it was anything other than a nat 1, you would have hit it because you have a high enough modifier. But it's a nat 1, so you hold the candelabra and you think you got it low enough, but you still don't want to hit your hand, so you swing above your hand and it's just a little too high. And you catch nothing but air.
Okay.
Anything else for your turn?
Nope. That's all I got.
All right.
I know Fitz is more than a little high.
God, Godric.
Like the sky.
All right.
Hey, dude, do I criticize your process?
No, I just know Fitz. I'm just saying.
All right, that's fair.
All right, so I'm assuming I'm close enough. I caught the tink tink of metal on candle
No,
stand, and
because he didn't hit it, so there was no
no, from him
tink.
grabbing it. He said he grabbed it with his
Make-
perception.
I'm going to make you make a perception check. This won't count as your action. It's a free perception check. Yeah, you heard it.
Okay, so knowing that he's working on that one, I'm gonna shoot over in this direction. Aiming for that other candlestick.
Okay. And you're fairly certain you're in the proximity. You can either
All
roll
right.
a perception check for your action to try and find it, or swing at disadvantage and hope you hit it.
I'm going to swing at disadvantage.
That'll hit.
All right. I know I'm not really doing a whole lot of damage, but
That is enough. 10 is the threshold if you haven't figured that out.
no, I had not. But that works.
Yeah, the AC 10, 10 hit points. That's what the candles had. And you kept rolling 9s. That first one you went to, 2 swings, you did 9 points of damage, and then you walked away. I was like, you were right there, man.
So I'm standing here looking at Cug.
Yep.
No more hiding in the dark, you little bastard. And I just turned to look at him.
Did you have anything else for your turn?
No.
Beautiful. As the magical darkness falls, now that he's raging and you can see him for the first time, Fennin, you would have seen this a second ago when you had stepped out. But now that you can see him raging, his body is covered in bright, fiery red veins, like lightning bolts streaking up his arms, torso, and neck. Across his chest, it looks like a symbol has been carved onto it. If you want to make a religion check to see if you can identify the symbol, feel free. You do not. But yes, that is how he appears in this moment. And he quite simply just takes a step towards you and goes, "It's fine that you can see. At least now you know it's coming." And he is going to hit you with his first rapier strike. 34 points of damage. And miss you with the second one. And then he is going to run over here and just kind of be like how you'd suspect a playful devil to be, just like popping up behind a dude's shoulder. That's kind of what he's doing with Fallon there, and he's just kind of like eyeballs over his shoulder staring at you, Godric. And that's his turn.
Okay.
You can see him from where you are. The darkness is pretty much gone at this point, Fennin.
All right. I will pop out of cover a little bit. Here. I'm going to take my shot at him.
It is going to be -2 for partial cover because I declared he's like standing behind Fallon, so you can just barely see him from Godric's perspective. So you've got a little bit of a better angle, but not much.
I'm sorry. Did I understand that correctly? It's you're considering it half cover?
Partial cover.
Okay.
So
okay.
-2 on the shot.
So with sharpshooter, does that negate that? Because it says weapons attack, ignore half cover and 3/4 cover.
Yeah, so that'll ignore it then.
Okay.
And then you just take, what is it, the -5 to attack from that?
That's I have the choice of doing that.
Okay.
Let me
Oh,
make
the
sure I
sharpshooter
understand.
feat. I thought.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I'm going to
Yeah.
take a
So
shot at it.
your sharpshooter feat will get to ignore that. That will hit.
And then he gets sneak attack because Fallon's not like knocked down or anything, is he? Okay.
No, he's still standing there. Cug's just standing behind him. Resisted down to 23. It should have resisted all of that. Hold on.
Well, I hit it before for like 11 points, and it gave him something.
It's because sneak attack doesn't declare a damage type, because it can be applied to any type of damage. So that's why it doesn't have it. So half of 29 would be 14, say 15, because tie goes to the player. So he gets 8 points back on that. Okay.
Will. Oh, first I'm going to yell at Fitz. Hey, we might want to get your boy. It kind of hurts. Then I'm going to dip back around the corner. And I'll flip my hood up and take a bonus action to hide.
Okay.
Unless it's a bonus action to do that.
It will take a bonus action.
All right.
Ooh, that one was close.
I've been borderlining those fucking nat ones all night. They need to go away.
Yeah, so you duck back around the shadows, or back behind the staircase, and you kind of like side eye, like peek where just your eyes and the tip of your nose are around the corner, and you can see him, eyes locked, right where you are.
Okay.
But that's it for your turn.
That's it.
All right, Miss Holly, you are still in darkness, so you can't see anything.
I'm gonna try to do the arrow again. I mean, not much I can do at this point.
If you step out of the bubble, you'll be able to see him, and you have spells that do a lot more than 1d8 damage.
Oh, I can step out of the bubble? I'm not, like, attached to the bubble?
No,
So why is everybody else in the bubble?
because they were trying to destroy the bubble, which you have to do from inside of it.
We were trying to get to the candles in the bubble to make the bubble go away.
Yeah, here. If you step 10 feet, boom, now you can see him. Cast the spell.
Yeah, but I technically can and cannot. Like, it's still in darkness if I go see him.
Ignore the darkness.
No.
I'm telling
Oh.
you can see him. That candle has been destroyed. He is not in darkness right now.
Okay.
All those purple squiggly lines are the area where the darkness went away.
So, stupid ass question. Since he's no longer in darkness, can I pull him on darkness so he don't see us?
Well, he can see in the darkness, as you've been figuring out, because he's been walking right up to you and stabbing.
Right, but like
regardless of
the
damage.
darkness can cancel darkness. No.
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 Okay, got it. Never mind. So
it's you knowing what you know about arcane shit. You are very aware that he can see through magical darkness. So any type of darkness you can produce will have zero effect on him.
okay, so I'm just gonna use my telekinesis and just kind of grab him and pull him in the air.
Okay, roll that straight d20 first. All right, and he's obviously going. Can he resist it? Hold on.
Telekinesis would be like a wisdom check if it's even possible.
I'm reading. I don't think it has a check.
No, it just says restrain 10 minutes.
Make an ability check with your spell casting ability contested by the creature's strength check. So it's your mental fortitude versus his physical fortitude.
Okay, so do a what check? Ability what?
You're gonna make a charisma check and add your proficiency bonus to it.
Got it.
And he's gonna make a strength check. He is restrained by your spell.
Beautiful. I'm gonna keep him in the air.
How
Hello.
you can move him up to 30 feet. It's a 25-foot ceiling. So you want to bring him all the way up to the ceiling?
All the way up.
Okay. And then if you want to maintain that grip, you have to use your action to do so, and we will re-roll every
We'll
round
do that.
for up to 10 minutes.
Okay.
We need to put that on you, actually. The one on him needs to go away. And he's restrained. I'm tracking.
Cool.
Okay. Fallon is up. Give me just a second here.
If Fallon flies up there and hits him with that longsword, I'm going to beat Fallon's ass.
Fallon can't reach him with the longsword.
Good. Because that means he's been hiding abilities.
Yeah. He is, however, going to shoot him with his short bow. Shoot at him, at least. First one hits. Second one misses. Third one hits. Not much damage, but he is gonna 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over to there. And end his turn. Fitz. So you just heard Miss Holly do the incantation for telekinesis, which you're very familiar with, and then you heard a thunk noise on the ceiling. You natty one, which means you missed it again.
Give me just 1 second. I am changing dice. What kind are you using? Because those seem to fucking crit every goddamn time.
That free pack that came out like a year ago, and it's one of the variants. I don't remember which one.
Okay. I'm gonna try this then.
That one hits. And that knocks it out. So I'm going to erase all the purple squigglies, but there is no more darkness in this chamber. At all. You look around, you see Cug attached to the ceiling, for lack of a better word. And you see everything that I described earlier. If you would like to make a religion check, you may. To identify the symbol on his chest. The 13. You do recognize it. And Miss Holly, now that you have a moment to focus, you recognize the symbol on his chest from the book you read. So kind of simultaneously, the two of you recognize the symbol, and I will whisper both of you what that symbol is.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
That.
Mm-hmm.
Fitz, it is still
That
your
does
turn.
sound very familiar. Um. Come.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna walk over there, and I think that's all I can really do since I took that one attack.
You took both your attacks, so yeah. That's your
Oh,
action.
yeah. I wasn't counting that first one. We're all gonna forget that happened.
We can forget it happened, but for logistics, it did happen. So that's it for you. That brings us to you, Godric.
Yeah. So let's walk back up there. And let's try Toll the Dead.
Okay. That's a saving throw, right?
Yeah. Looks like he
Beautiful.
made it.
You see all those red lightning bolt veins crackle with energy as you force him to make a saving throw. And then they lurch out at you, doing 15 force damage.
Huh. Okay.
But above table, that is Arcane Rebuke. It is a 10th level ability of Wild Magic Barbarians.
Okay.
Anytime, I'll put it in the chat, but anytime you force him to make a saving throw, it automatically does 3d6 force damage to that creature.
Of course.
And he just kind of chuckles at you.
Yeah, well.
Is that it for your turn?
But that's it for me.
Okay. Still up there. He is still able to attack. It's just at disadvantage. So he is going... Oh, not that. He's going to take a shot at Miss Holly. And that should have been at disadvantage. So let's try that again. Hits. 9 points of damage. You succeed on your concentration save, but he's going to take another shot at you because he knows the spell came from you. Why is it not? Okay.
What?
He missed. No,
No.
it's on my end. Fennon.
Lights to. He's up on the ceiling still, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. And I think he said the last time when I hid, he saw me, right?
He did see you.
Okay.
However, he is considered restrained, so attack rolls against him have advantage. Because of the telekinesis.
Let's do this then.
So you'll get advantage on the attack against him, and then if you hit, you get your sneak attack. That is gonna hit.
Yay!
All right. Sneak. And there we go. And I will do that. That is a whole lot of ones.
And, yeah, it needs to be... It would have been resisted down to 16, so I need to give him 7 back there.
And that's all I got.
Why are we being retarded, computer? Oh, that's why. My numlock turned off. Alright, Miss Holly. Give me 1 second, Pam. I need to look at that spell again here.
Okay.
Okay, so if you want to maintain your telekinetic grip, it is your action to do so. Do you want to do
Yes,
that?
I do.
Okay.
Absolute.
Then I need you to make a charisma check again, adding 5 to the total.
Gotcha.
Okay, you maintain it. So you can
Beautiful.
move him up to 30 feet again if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him kind of hard this time.
So slam him down to the ground.
Oh yeah, let's let him move him up a bit, shake things up a little bit like a martini.
Okay. You slam him down to the ground at full speed, so that'll be 20 feet worth of falling damage for 3 points of damage because he resists it. And then you can lift him 5 feet back up into the air. Do you want to do that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
No.
Alright. Fallon is up. Knowing what his lord is going to do, he gets right up in that shit. Attacks against him are at advantage. Hits. Hits. And hits. A lot of resistance, but a fair amount of damage. Fitz, you're up. Fallon calls out, "Over here, my lord! I've got him!" As he wails on him 3 times.
Beautiful. All right. Wow.
That'll hit. Oh, and the entire time he's getting wailed on, he's just laughing maniacally. Like a madman. Just FYI. Alright, a little divine smite there. 30 resisted down to 23.
Come on.
There's your crit. And you can't smite again.
Why not?
Because you already used your bonus action.
Ah, but this isn't 2024. That's not an issue.
Which one are you going to use?
Just my regular
forth
divine smite. Are you talking to me?
Yeah. No, your regular divine smite you can. Absolutely. It's your on your spell list, those smites, those cost bonus actions.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just using my regular old.
Yeah, your
Good old
ability
reliable.
smite just costs a spell slot, so.
Yep.
Nasty. 60 points of 53 points of damage. And you see his body standing there, rapier in one hand, short bow in the other, and he just kind of, his eyes close and he falls limp, still suspended 5 feet off the ground. Correct me if I'm wrong. Last week when you started this fight, you declared all of your attacks were going to be non-lethal, correct?
Well, that was before he told me I'm not his dad and stabbed me in a kidney.
Okay.
You're not my dad.
Hey, you are perfectly allowed to take that back. I was just clarifying that if you wanted him to be alive still, he would be.
No, between the symbol tattooed on him, the fact that he's much older than he was pretending to be, stabbing me in the kidney, attacking everybody I love, at some point, even I had to give up the delusion.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So he is clearly dead because your sensor wailed him in the back of the head with a blast of radiant light, and the back of his skull is now smashed in. As you look at this individual you once thought as a son, you can see he still has the evil smile on his face as the glow of the arcane lightning bolts and his chest symbol slowly fade before the chest symbol burns brighter and brighter, causing his body to glow an orange from the inside as it bursts into flames and falls to the ground in a pile of dust along with his equipment. At least some of it.
I am going to say as soon as I see him and realize I just killed him, because I don't think that it really would have been a conscious thing with me so much as unconsciously just realize that he is way too much of a threat to try to take alive. I would have immediately started praying to Paylor to take his soul and keep him safe. I mean, obviously, with the brand and all the hoodoo going on, I know that's not going to happen, but.
Roll a d100 at disadvantage.
And it's very obvious to everybody that Fitz is really emotionally fucked up right at this moment. That's disadvantage.
Makes sense.
While you're rolling that d100 at disadvantage, I am giving Pam a DM inspiration because it was not looking good for you guys on that fight, and she came in fucking clutch with a telekinesis there.
Yeah, she did.
Hell yeah.
For a
Stupid.
spellcaster who prefers her crossbow or dagger over her high level spells, she came in fucking clutch there.
No, I just thought that I couldn't, like, I just didn't understand, like, if I could have moved out of the black thing and get hurt.
You should have asked. You definitely could have.
Yeah, so yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, so you take a knee and take a moment to pray in the hopes that Paylor will do something for this soul. And you hear nothing, feel nothing, have nothing in response.
You know, I would like to point out, though, with Miss Holly, that she does not use her spells in a conventional way.
She uses them in a fun way.
The shit has really hit the fans. She has come in so clutch with just off-the-wall spells that we never saw coming.
Trying to use them in really weird ways, and I know that if I don't find a way for it to work, I'm gonna hear about it later. So it works.
All right.
Listen,
So what?
there's a lot of spells that just work for me, and some others don't, and it just depends on like what I go with and what I roll with that particular moment. I don't even know.
So what are we doing with Cug now?
So Cug is a pile of ash. 2 items fell to the ground as he erupted into flame. They are in the party sheet for you guys to do whatever you wish with.
Do I have like a little crystal thing or something that I can put his ashes on?
I mean, you could collect them into like a pouch if you wanted to.
Anything better than a pouch? Like,
I don't think so currently.
Anybody have a little glass container, a potion container that they can give me?
Oh yeah, you guys have extra empty potion vials for sure. I mean,
well then that's what I mean. Okay. Just to put his like ashes in there.
Yeah, Godric
mean-
drank one here not too long ago, I think.
What?
A potion.
A potion?
No, you
No,
didn't.
I didn't.
I'm
I
thinking
gave
of
it
it
away.
last week, but
I've
yeah,
got a
no.
bunch.
One definitely is produced for you, so I will add that to your inventory.
Okay, so once you do that, I'm gonna walk to, Step Paladin and say, "Here, Mr. Paladin, here's our family." And I'm gonna head on my little ashes for Fitz to have.
It's in the party sheet for you,
Um,
Jeremy.
Thank you.
Holly's emotional, as always, so just give her a little
I'm gonna-
moment to, chill.
I'm gonna
Mike, what's
say
up?
hand those weapons off to Fallon.
By the way, do I get to keep the dagger that's sticking in my kidney?
Yeah,
gosh.
it's just a regular
Yeah.
dagger.
Huh.
But yeah.
All right. So
Fallon will graciously accept the shield. But then he will look at the rapier and go, it's not my style. Somebody else can have that.
okay, I'm gonna spit this out now. If nobody else wants it, I'm putting it in the bag and deal with it later.
I mean, if it's up for grabs, sure, but I don't want to step on Fitz's kids and stuff.
No, that's all right.
It's a rapier, so
Yeah,
Okay.
last time I had a savage rapier, I gave it to Yendris, and then she sold it.
Okay. Well,
Speaking of which,
okay.
I totally forgot that was a vicious rapier and didn't give you the extra 2d6 the 5 times I critted against you with it. Or maybe I did last week, but I definitely didn't today.
So
You did 80
okay.
damage on one hit. I'm pretty sure you did.
No, that 80
So,
damage was with the dagger coated in purple worm poison. The purple worm does 12
All right, so
damage just by itself.
Fitz, go ahead and grab your potion Cug's ashes out of the party loot, and that'll cover the party sheet. Next question I have is: we're all pretty rough after that fight. We're in the middle of a tower, so I can do a ritual and get us some health back, or
I mean,
I don't know.
I
What
don't
do you
think,
guys want to do?
from my standpoint, I don't think we're going to get any better of a spot. I mean,
That's what I'm thinking too.
there's no like emblem or crazy shit on the ground, right?
So there is those arcane markings. You noticed when you first walked in that as he was speaking into the device, the arcane markings were like feeding energy into it. But when the call stopped, so did the energy in the markings. Anybody who wants to can make an Arcana check and see if they know what those markings are.
I don't know enough about Arcana to
Yeah, it's
try.
not my.
Well, I didn't say you have
stuff.
to be proficient. I just said if you want to roll, you can roll.
Okay. I like rolling dice.
Miss Holly, would you care to take a look at those?
Good.
I mean, while they're rolling, Godric, I'm in the same spot as you. I
So
think that this is as good of a place to as any.
yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
the only suggestions I got is we pack up in a corner, try and rest. Or I can do a ritual for a while and get some kind of health back in us, but I think we're all worn out and tired at this point and really need a heavy rest.
I would agree with that.
A little sleep wouldn't be so bad.
mean, if memory serves me correctly, we're on 3rd or 4th floor. We've been at it for a day or so.
You guys are on the 8th floor.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
yeah, we should definitely.
Because this is the third map. The first map had 4 floors, the second map had 3, and this is the third map, so 8th floor.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody wants to make an insight check to try and guesstimate how far up the tower you are, you may.
That I can do.
I don't know why that was a disadvantage.
It still worked out for you. By all of your best guesses, you are very near to the top. Like, either you're gonna go up those stairs and be on the roof, or there might be like one more floor between here and there, maybe 2. You guys you're close.
I mean, I'm with Godric. My vote's with Godric. I think we need to rest.
Hey, so I'm gonna
I'm
come
fucked
live in
up.
Ohio and pick your son up from work for a while. No craziness. It's a 40-minute drive to the closest Sonic, so
I don't even know where our nearest Sonic is.
Man, we got 3? Yeah, 3 or 4 of them in our area.
Jesus.
Now you got me looking.
As you guys are discussing, next, Pam has the information about that glyph, by the way. But as you
Yeah.
guys are discussing next moves, Pam, did you want to fill them in on that real quick?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
So we can communicate, like kind of sending like a spell, so we don't have to use like a slot to like communicate with it.
That's not what I said.
What you said?
It's a sending glyph. So it works very
The
similar to the
remaining
sending
of the
spell,
word. Yeah.
but doesn't require you to use a spell slot or a ritual or anything like that. However, one thing I didn't include, and that's my bad, is this type of glyph is specifically linked with one other pedestal like the one in the center of this glyph. So it's a one-way, it's like a walkie-talkie with very long range.
That sounds familiar. I see that little devilish smile of yours. Funniest part is I just that.
But as you guys are talking and discussing about, probably a smart idea to take a rest, well, we might be close to the top, all these little tidbits, the ground under your feet starts to tremble. And a couple of the loose rocks from the ceiling and walls give way. It is an old tower, so they fall. No deck saves or anything involved there. It's just typical earthquake behavior. From the stairwell, you hear loud roars, which... Fennon, have you been around to fight a dragon with the group yet?
Yeah, I fought that. Well,
More of a
I
Drake.
didn't. I think Jeremy was filling in for me on that one. The undead, the Licho dragon or whatever, Dragolich.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, beautiful. So all 4 of your characters would recognize the screams or the roars as dragon roars. You would clearly be able to tell that there's more than one. They do sound a ways off, however. Not too far, but a little ways. And this rumbling continues, and you all kind of stand and watch and wait to see what's going to happen. And you can see arcane sigils and markings begin to illuminate down the walls as if coming from the top of the tower, traveling down to the base of the tower.
Well, might be time to go, guys. Healer? Anybody?
So
Yeah. So
okay. Yeah, with that said, Let me. I can do rituals without actually using a spell slot if I spend the whole time doing it, right?
Yeah, it just takes 10 minutes plus whatever the casting time is for the spell.
Okay. Yeah, because it doesn't actually say prayer. I thought prayer of healing was a ritual.
It's not
I
a
don't see the
ritual.
ritual mark.
It just takes 10 minutes to cast.
Damn it!
Yeah.
I thought it was.
No. That's It's one of those ones where it's really great when you first get those second level spell slots, but once you're up as high as you are, it's kind of a waste of time. Unless you upcast it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, I don't have the space to upcast it, but I'm going to use it.
Okay. So you guys will.
We got to do something because everybody looks like they're about ready to keel over.
Beautiful. So you guys will spend the next 10 minutes patiently, nervously waiting while Godric does the prayer of healing, which takes 10 minutes. The entire 10 minutes, the ground is shaking, the walls are glowing, the roars are sporadic but continue. Does anybody else have anything they want to do in that 10 minutes?
Not really.
No, I don't think so.
Let me know when you're done, Godric, because Fallon has one thing.
Done.
Okay. Fallon will hold out 3 potions of healing. Say, does anybody still need a little more oomph?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You gonna drink it right away?
Yeah.
Okay.
If there's no objection.
I will just drop the full 12 on you. So he's got 2 left now. Anybody else need one? My
I
lord, you
am gonna.
look a little messed up. I'd appreciate it if you would have one.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink my 2 potions of healing and my 2 greater potions of healing.
Okay. So go ahead and do
And then
yours, and then we'll see if you still need one of Fallon's.
would I just take the full amounts on them?
Mm-hmm. So 2 regulars and 2 graders. The regulars are 12 each, so that's 24. Plus another, so 48 plus 16 is 64 points total. That puts you 83 damage. Alright.
And then I guess I will take and drink the one he's offering me.
Okay, so that'll be another 12. And then he'll look back at you again, Fenned, and be like, You look the worst of all of us now. Please take the last one.
Okay. And I'll drink it.
Okay. That is all of his potions. He is going to take a second to kind of center himself and kind of do like a battle meditation thing. And you see some of the minor cuts and scrapes on him heal up. In doing so.
So we didn't get any rest at all then, right?
Nope. It's been
No. Other than 10
it's been about
minutes.
15 minutes since you killed Cug. 10 of which you've been listening to the earth shake.
I think it's about the best we're going to get. So we head up.
Okay.
Everybody going?
Yep.
Yep.
You all make your way up the stairs. This staircase is a little bit longer than the rest of them have been. Count the steps. 1, 2, up to 40, up to 50, up to 60. The screams.
Going to extend this encounter or what?
The roars of the dragons getting louder with each step. Still a little ways off, but louder as you go. Until eventually you see flashes of light coming from up ahead on the stairwell. Different colors. Red. And then blue. And then green. Is anybody doing anything before you continue? My best guess, you're about 20 feet from the top of the stairwell right now.
Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
I'm looking.
Could I roll to see if I can get figure out what those flashes of lights are?
Yeah, make a nature check. Judging by the fact that every time you see the flash of light, you hear a dragon roar, those are breath weapons from the dragon. Indicating that
so
there are multiple dragons of multiple species. Close enough that the light is traveling.
So I'd look at the others and say, it appears as though there is a very large battle going on up there before we pop our heads up.
Yeah, but how bad is the bad?
I mean, I'm not an expert in dragons, but it seems like there's multiples of them. Possibly.
So you're saying you take a nap first?
I mean, I don't know that we're going to have time for a nap. Much as I would love a nap.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think either way, we're going to have to make a decision pretty quick. Which, at this point, I think we're here.
We'll just have to be careful.
Yeah, I really don't want to go fight them right now, but I can try and sneak up there and see if I see anything, but
I'm going to use my I'm going to use my beacon of hope. Right before we head up the stairs. Because everybody's looking still rough side, but for the next minute, any number of creatures within range for the duration, each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws, death saving throws, and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any heals.
Okay. If you're okay with it, I will retcon for you and say that you will do that the second before you go. That way you don't lose any time on it. In case there's other conversation you guys want to have before you go.
Okay.
I mean, I have no other input other than if you guys want me to try to sneakily pop my head up, but
I would like Sneaky Man to do some sneaky.
Do like a little periscope, just prairie dog it.
I mean, we already know he knows we're here because of me. So, I mean, we have no.
I would like I would at least like to know what we're walking into.
Well, how about this? We'll meet halfway. How about I prairie dog real quick, just to get a glimpse and quick idea of what we're going into before we just
walk
run
into.
up there, and as long as it
Okay.
doesn't look like an absolute Armageddon chaos,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Okay.
All right. I'll hold off on the beacon until he comes back.
Yep.
Until we'll use it when we get ready to go up.
So, I'm guessing you're gonna want a stealth check.
Stealth
from
to
me.
start.
That's just a start, big boy. We'll work from there.
To start. Okay. With the 20,
Not the
you
great.
slowly. That's a dirty 20. It's not bad. Remind me at the end of tonight's session, I will unlock Cug's sheet so you can see what you were up against with those stealth checks.
Oh, I have a feeling because I remember when you built
Shit,
him.
I'll just
Unless you
tell you.
changed.
His perception was plus 16.
I figured as much.
it was nasty. But no, so you slowly sneak your way up the stairs. You know, gingerly peeking around the corner as you go. It's a spiral staircase. Eventually, you can see the opening. You can see the sky is dark. The swirling cloud, storm cloud, just like you saw when you first entered the tower. The flashes of energy light still going. You continue up the stairs until you can prairie dog it. Make a perception check.
Everybody?
Nope, just him.
He's
Ha!
the one that's
Something I'm actually good at. Ish.
And you'll go roll and get a 20. But
Ish.
20, a 20 is enough. As you prairie dog, poke your head up, in the split second you're willing to keep your head up before ducking down, you kind of spin and do a quick 360. You notice that the roof is a fairly sizable room. It's about the same size as the room you fought Cug in. There are 4 pillars coming up from each corner. Those 4 pillars each have a crystal on top of them. Those crystals have a beam of energy coming to the center, suspended about 60 feet off the ground, which then shoots a beam of energy straight into the sky. And where that energy beam is touching the cloud is where the dragons are firing their breath weapons at. Those dragons are probably the better part of 1800 to 1900 feet away from the tower. They're a good distance, a fair distance away. But they are shooting their energy up into the cloud, and every time they do it, the cloud glows with arcane energy and dims. Having checked the sky, you quickly scan the rest of the tower and the horizon. You realize that the Dracolich is nowhere to be found. But as you look out over the horizon, you see that there's a new landmass in the center of the island. This landmass covered in lava and volcanic rock, as far as you can tell from the distance you're at, with a large central mountain piece, larger than any other mountain here in the world, and a tower large enough that you're able to pick it out on the center of it, above which there's lightning, a giant storm cloud with lightning bolts thrashing down onto the continent. You don't know what they are because of how far it is, but there are creatures so large on this landmass that you can see them moving. You quickly scan the horizon again. You're able to determine this entire mountain range here. Volcanoes have started to erupt. Lava is flowing down the hills. And as you look along that ridgeline, you notice the Lyra coming towards the tower. Still a few hundred yards off, but coming towards the tower. And you pop your head back down.
When I pop my head back down, I'm going to look specifically at Godric and say, Hey,
they're about 20 feet back. You can't see them from where you're at.
well, then I'll go
So
back
you'd
down
have
the
to run
stairs a little.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll run back down a little bit. But I'm gonna look right at Godric and say, "Your dude's not here, but you're gonna want to see this." I'm gonna motion for him to come up the stairs.
Right. Well, I say we all go.
I would agree. Everybody probably should see this.
Were they chromatic dragons or metallic dragons?
Chromatic. Because I learned the difference the other day.
That's not good.
For anybody who doesn't know the difference, chromatic dragons are typically your evil varieties. Metallic ones are your friendlies. Or neutrals. So, chromatics are like your reds, coppers, blacks. The ones who are prone to violence and evilness.
Well,
So you all follow him up. Do a quick gopher poke. See everything that I just said. The Lyra is closer now. It is probably, if it maintains its current velocity, will be at the tower in probably 60 seconds.
Jeez.
How okay, so what's shooting
The
they're
dragons,
like crystals?
so the crystals have energy coming into the, like, you ever play Minecraft?
Mm-hmm.
You ever get to the dragon fight?
No.
Okay, well, never mind. 4 towers, crystals on the top. From those 4 crystals, energy is coming into a central point and then shooting straight up into the sky. And where it's hitting the sky, the chromatic dragons are also bursting their breath weapons into whatever the fuck is going on up there.
How big are these towers?
They're about 60 feet tall.
Hey.
60?
60.
I mean, it is very obvious that this tower is summoning something. However, what, I don't know. But if we have the capability, we should probably make this tower disappear.
I can try to do that.
I mean, once we're, as soon as she says that, Fennon's gonna be like, once we're on the ship, please.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you guys that the asshole just reached out to me and told me we're too late and that we failed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Asshole.
Yeah. But since the Lear is coming this way, let's wave him down and get on the ship and go from there. She's obviously not here.
Just as you say that, Pam, you hear a voice in your head. Hey, is that you? Is that you on top of the tower? You recognize it as Bjorn's voice from the Lyra.
Yes, it's me. It's me.
We had to leave. The lava was coming down the mountain too fast.
Are
If
you
that's
safe?
we're gonna do a flyby of the top of the tower. We can't stay here. You're gonna have to jump.
Guys, we gotta go to the top of the tower. We gotta jump.
I mean, we're already at the top. So
Now we gotta jump. Like when we see them jump. Like,
okay.
jump.
You all look. You see the Lyra lining up to just fly right past the tower.
Somebody cast Featherfall on Godric again.
She's not here. She's on the ship. She's flying it.
Can you? I'm gonna say. Can you come around again?
I'll count you down. It'll be about 10 seconds. Start running
10
towards the edge.
seconds. We gotta jump. Everybody, hold hands and jump.
Super cinematic moment. Unless anybody's not gonna jump.
No, I'm jumping.
I didn't think so. I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. The Lyra, without slowing down, flies past the top of the tower. You all run, jump, landing on the deck of the ship. It takes off. You watch as the dragons seem to pay no attention whatsoever to the Lyra. And you guys are on the ship.
Can I do fireball in the tower?
You can... you'd have to go back because you're not close enough at this point.
I'm not 150 feet yet.
Nope. The Lyra's fucking moving. There's 5 dragons in the sky.
Fuck the tower. Fuck the tower. Fuck the tower.
Fuck the tower.
Forget it.
What do you mean we can't buzz the tower?
Fuck the tower, and at this moment we're having like a Jurassic Park moment. We're just flying away the island. Like, just fuck it.
Yeah, you watch. The Lyra turned kind of northward. So kind of heading towards that new central landmass. But you guys watch to make sure that the ship gets a safe distance away from the tower before the Lyra slows down. And the crew has gathered up on the top deck to any conversation you guys want to have in the process.
More specifically with the crew than the group. I would ask if I would ask the crew if they were keeping an eye on the tower and if they could tell us what they saw from the outside.
Well, about a half an hour after you entered, that big fucker you were after took off towards that new landmass. It wasn't there yet, but he took off in that direction. And then maybe another 5-10 minutes or so, and all the weird lights happened, and the dragons started blowing their breaths at it, and the ground shook, and this island came up out of the ocean. That's when all the volcanoes started erupting. Started hearing screeches from across the water. We're not sure what the hell it was, but we knew we couldn't stay. There's no way the ship would have survived lava.
Okay. Are you putting everybody on the Lyrish?
I'm working on it. The quick drop isn't working, so I gotta do it one by one.
Okay. Can you zoom out for me?
On what?
Lyra, the looking ship map?
Do you not have it up?
No, I do. I'm asking you to zoom out.
Okay.
I left a note.
You want a dinghy?
That's right. I knew I left a note for something I wanted. Trying to take that ship from when we were going to the floating city.
That was a long time ago, dude. I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'll get rid of it, but I knew I left a note for myself somewhere. There's something I wanted to do. God damn it.
All right.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess we're heading to the new landmass? Guys, if they rose it, then something's going on there. And that's where our target went.
Should we contact the wizards?
That'd probably be a good idea. Miss Holly, you have the orb still?
I should, yeah. I believe so.
Is that what you're gonna try and do?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's your magic orb? Crystal ball.
Do 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 do.
Okay. So you try to connect communication-wise with the wizards. It does not connect.
Like at all? Like there's no static, nothing. It's emptiness of shadowness.
Yep, you get nothing back. However, if you want, you can try to cast the scry spell using the crystal ball.
Yeah, let's try that instead. See if we get lucky.
So roll a charisma check.
Okay. Nine.
Adding 5 for proficiency. Give me just a second. Okay.
No.
Which wizard did you want to try to look at?
Whichever is available. Not really specific.
So there was the darker colored elf one, and there was the one like from the there's one from the Shadowfell, and there's one from the Feywild.
I'm not picky. Anybody that we can get a hold of right now.
Pick one of them.
Okay.
Dark-skinned or light
The
skinned?
Feywild. Light skin for the Feywild.
Okay. I don't have their names, and for some reason I can't find them. Do I have a... Is that it? Aha! Vagris is her name. Okay, so you scry on Vagris. You can see her and just slightly around her body. What you see is Vagris lying face down on the floor in her library in a pool of blood. You quickly look around her. Luckily, she just happened to die next to a wall. You see the same glowing arcane glyphs on the wall in her library, like what you saw appear in the tower you were just in.
I say all of this out loud so everybody can see what I'm looking at as I'm describing what I'm looking at. And I let out a little cry.
Oh, if they've gotten one, they've probably gotten the other one.
I drop down to the floor. Try to hold the crystal ball, obviously not to have it break, but I just kind of fall down to the floor after I see this.
How long is it going to take for us to reach the tower?
Which one?
The new one?
The new one, about 10 hours. Assuming
Okay.
you don't run into anything along the way.
Okay, so the only point of information I can think of on these people were the wizards that are apparently dead now. Or the only information on these warlocks would have came from the wizards. I say we set sail for the new landmass and tower and just go confront it. I don't know what else to do.
One thing you can do while you are all brainstorming is level up your characters
Yay!
Yay!
while I take a pee and you discuss.
I heard that correct. He said level up your characters.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Sweet.
Why is it not letting me? Of course not. Oh, man. Yeah.
And I'm back. I'm gonna help Pam level up real quick, so we'll just take a quick second, do that, think over our options. So you don't get any new features, but you will get new spells. So give it a second. Yeah, you got that last level. Cantrip stays the same. You learn one new spell and you get an 8th level spell slot.
Beautiful.
So let's take a look at 8th level spells. Make sure you guys are using Legacy if you're picking new spells. Just under version, hit Legacy. That way we don't accidentally pull a 2024 spell.
So, I think before we, I think before we go to this new island, we park somewhere and sleep.
Well, it's roughly 10 hours to get to that tower. That gives us 8 hours or 1 hour of pre-sleep, 8 hours of sleep, and another hour of preparation right before we get there. And we can have the crew slow us down a little bit if they need to.
Yeah, I'm just saying that I'm still pretty messed up.
Oh yeah, no, I have every intentions of us sleeping within that 10 hours, but whether you want to do it now or but with us needing at least 10 hours to get there, we might as well be moving while we're heading there.
Oh yeah, okay, no, that's fine. I guess I didn't realize it was. Okay, yeah, no, that's cool.
I am so laughing at myself right now.
Okay.
I've been playing that whole time a spell short and didn't realize it.
I believe that, Brad. I truly believe that.
This sums up how my 2025 has already been going.
So what you're saying is that we've all been corrected. You actually are playing a few short of a full deck.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay.
I would say that that's probably very accurate.
Fair enough.
At this point, at least. Oh, we gotta do legacy.
Well, look on the bright side, man. When you're playing Old Maid, it's an advantage to be missing one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sorry about that. I was hoping Pam get leveled up real quick. So you guys discussed you were gonna sleep on the way.
Yes.
I think we were saying that we need to sleep, regardless of whether it's on the way or not.
Yeah.
Okay. All I really did was get a new spell, so a little more health. So it didn't take me much.
So, remind me again, what's the name of this final sorcerer?
That
Or
I do
warlock?
Yeah. There was Desert locked in a purple crystal. Astral Planes, Gastoff, aka Larat, supposedly dead, and the Material Planes, Sorif. He should be, well, he was in a tower, but
Okay, then who's Asmodeus?
I think that's one of the wizards.
So Fitz and Miss Holly, who both passed the religion checks, and now we'll discuss it. You guys would know Asmodeus is the Lord of Hell. Technically, one of the 9 Lords of Hell, but as far
Oh, yeah.
as anyone's concerned, he's the Lord.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose the warlocks could be working for him, but they are not him. That's like you work for Palor. These warlocks might be working for Asmodeus.
Warlocks do have a patron, which generally tends to be demonic in nature. I mean, I have known some warlocks that worship fae or even celestial beings. Decent enough people, just really weird.
So,
but that would make sense.
One thing you guys have never done is ask the warlocks you fought who they serve. However, from the memory crystal back on the astral plane, you would recall that 3 warlocks with 3 different deities, patrons, came together. Their patrons came together and formulated a plan to merge all the realities into one. So multiverse becomes singular verse, basically. Asmodeus is the first potential patron you've discovered, so you have no idea which warlock would have him as their patron. But you have an inkling it might be one of them.
Well, yeah, now that Asmodeus has put his name into play here.
And going all the way back to episode 2, if you remember that far back, Mike and Pam, you would recall that fucking Soraf actually isn't from the material plane. He's from the Shadowfell. But he's currently in the material plane.
Yeah.
Because the wizard sent you to the Shadowfell to his home. And that was when you guys got sucked into the Astral Sea.
Yeah.
That's way, way back. I know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It's okay. I remember. Sometimes.
That's the important part here.
At least the guy who built the world kind of remembers what he built.
Yeah.
That is helpful, I feel.
So, while everybody's leveling up, like I said, I'm gonna, excuse me, if there are no objections, I'm gonna have the crew set a course for the new landmass / tower. There's a tower there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big old looks straight out of a
Um,
Doom series type tower. Very hellish.
Make sure we have plenty of time to rest because we're all wore out from what we just been through. If anything, plot a course to get us there within a couple hours and then start circling.
It'll take about 10 hours to get there, but we can zigzag if you want to take a little more time. You know, do a lap.
Yeah, that'll work.
Once we get closer, we might have to go up into these storm clouds. I'm not sure I want them big things spotting us.
Sounds good. We tried a ground assault last time. Took us forever to get through that fucking tower.
Mm-hmm.
What would you guys consider, or would you guys consider maybe an aerial assault this time? Like if they can take us up into the storm clouds and then get us above the tower and drop down?
It's snowing.
Wait. Can we turn Godric into a meteor?
With the snow?
With the right combination of depends on what you want to do.
What chemicals do we have?
I'm just saying, buddy.
But as Miss Holly yells, "It's snowing!" That was in character, by the way. You all kind of stop and look, and you notice there's white flakes falling from the sky, and you hold your hand out and look at them. It's ash. The giant storm cloud that is covering pretty much all of your known world at this point is raining volcanic ash.
Well, we need to get going. This is not a good sign. I mean, they are trying to merge our worlds.
We have to go.
Yeah.
They're
All right,
free.
so I'd look at Treebeards and got your orders. Let's do it.
I'll get you there. You all rest. We'll call you if you're needed.
All right. I personally am going to head down to my area. I'm not going to bother moving him. If you want to, feel free.
Hell yeah,
Spend some
dude.
time at the altar Praying to Apollo.
Okay. With advantage, roll your D100.
20.
Advantage.
That was advantage.
It only
Oh.
rolled it once. It's been weird tonight. Advantage, disadvantage hasn't been
I
working for me.
I don't think it gives you advantage on the D100s. I think we ran into that problem
Well,
previously.
I was trying to roll advantage, disadvantage those last couple rounds with Cug, and it wasn't doing it. But then it would do it on the next click when I didn't have advantage or disadvantage clicked. So I don't know. It's fucking weird. Yeah, like so many times you've prayed before, you feel Apollo's presence. You know that he's still your deity. He still watches you from time to time, but he has no response to your prayers.
Okay. Well, my prayers would include a update on the situation.
Okay.
And for guidance when we get there to vanquish this before he destroys all these worlds.
Okay. Brad, how does Fennin spend the next 10-ish hours?
Well, seeing as he just got his ass handed to him, basically, he's probably going to be sleeping most of that. And then he might go have a talk with once he's rested, or right before he goes and rests. He might go talk to like Bjorn or one of the tree beards and see if they might be able to help him with a project real quick.
Okay.
While they're resting.
What kind of project?
He would like to know if they can turn some of these ball bearings that he has into caltrops. Don't know if they can do that, but it's questioning.
I'd very much love to help you with that, but unfortunately we don't have the equipment here for blacksmithing or forging of any sort.
It was worth a shot.
If we did, I'd be happy to heat them up and hammer them out for you, but I can't do it. Sorry.
All good, my friend. And then he would head downstairs and go rest. He would probably say a prayer to Saloon and maybe talk out loud to Erdan. But aside from that, I don't think he would do anything else.
Roll a D100 twice. Because advantage isn't working. Okay. You get no response whatsoever.
Yeah, that's all I got for Fennin.
Pam, how is Miss Holly
Yeah.
spending the next 10 hours?
Right now, I'm still sitting outside trying to gather all the snow. But it's not snow, but I'm just paying attention to it, see if there's anything
making
else.
little ash piles, snowmen.
Yeah, something cute like that. She's,
Okay.
she's enjoying the scenery, even though it might not be something very happy about. But right now, she's just having her little fantasy little moment.
Okay. You are gonna sleep at some point, right?
Yeah, eventually, once I get tired. So I'll say like in half an hour, I'm heading down.
Just want to make sure you're gonna get that full rest is all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Last but not least, Jeremy, Sir Fitz Chivalry. What is he up to for the next 10 hours?
He is going to he is going to spend most of his time when he's not asleep praying to Paylor. not only is he deeply concerned about everything going on, but he's also very conflicted about killing Krug and feeling both righteous in it and also guilty as hell kind of thing. Like he knows he did his duty, but he hates that he had to do it. Um, so he's just spending his time praying and possibly crying, possibly drinking and smoking. Just basic relaxing.
Okay. Uh,
Before I do say good night, I do want to go check on him, see how he's doing.
on Fitz.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and have that interaction.
Okay. Are you okay to talk?
I suppose I am as okay as I can be in this situation. The world appears to be ending. One of my children turned out to be serving essentially the Lord of Hell, and I have no idea what I'm going to do to save the rest of you.
This wasn't your fault. Do not feel guilty. I know it's easier said than done, but this was not your fault. It just had to happen, unfortunately, this way. Maybe we'll find out one day why, maybe we won't. But don't take this upon you. You had no other choice.
I really appreciate that, Holly. I Unfortunately, I know I will feel guilty. I wish I could have saved him. I feel like if I'd just been a little bit better at whatever was needed that I could have. But unfortunately, when somebody is that deeply entrenched into dealing out suffering and misery, you can't save a rabid dog. You have to put it down no matter how much it hurts.
I understand. And I'm gonna go and give him a hug.
I do love you, Holly. And the last thing I do, any of us do, we will save this world.
I love you too. And Mildred, you're my family. And we'll try to do everything we can and we'll stand by you to save the last of us. If it comes down to, we won't leave you by your side.
Yep. And I suppose if Asmodeus or Osmosius or however he pronounces his name, if he really wants to swallow this world, then I'll make sure he chokes on it.
Yeah. Well, I know you want to be alone and I want to give you your space. I just wanted to check on you because I'm worried about you. But I'm going to try to get some sleep. It's been a long day.
It has. Rest
I'm gonna
easy.
give,
We've got a
gonna give you a
long.
hug.
Oh,
Way.
good
Okay,
night.
Brad. Top them off. Your inventory count there. I just saw your note.
All right.
Fallon is going to ask you, Fitz, if he can join you in your prayers.
You are more than welcome, Fallon. You have been a steadfast follower, proven your bravery. I mean, you were like a fucking meat grinder in that maze there. You have more than proven yourself to me.
That's
Please.
that's why I train, my lord. You'll have to teach me how to pray, though. I've never been one for it.
Praying is kind of the easiest thing and the hardest thing you can ever do. I've always found that in my relationship with Paylor, I talk to him like you might a father. I'm honest with him, even when it's hard, when I have to admit my shortcomings and my failings. Talk to him about the things that make me happy, the things I want to do, and I ask him for help and guidance. Because sometimes you're just so deep in the darkness that you don't know which way to go. And in those moments, I ask him to be the light that guides me, to show me how best to protect those I love and destroy the evil that threatens us. So, my best advice to you, close your eyes and just let your heart open. Unburden your fears, share your hopes, your dreams, and just be open to receiving the love that he will send back to you. Some religions have very structured prayers and ceremonies. The Palorian orders, our prayers are said purely out of love with what's ever in our heart, or whatever hate we're spitting towards whatever it is we're killing.
Roll your two D100s.
Let's see. Nope, that's a D10. That is probably the lowest I've ever gotten.
That's good.
I
You
almost
need to
rolled
be
the exact same numbers you did. I rolled a 9 and a 17.
Wow.
got to roll underneath your level when you're doing
Mhm. As you close your eyes to pray, an image appears before you. You see two men standing in radiant light, about 50, 60 feet away from you, clearly walking towards you. You quickly look around. You see Fallon there, standing next to you. The two men approach. As they take a couple of additional steps, you see Paylor and your father both walking towards you, almost gliding in their steps. As they get up to you, your father places a hand on your shoulder, gives you a nod of acknowledgement. He gives you the nod. The nod you've been waiting for your whole life, if you remember your backstory.
Mm-hmm.
You glance over, you notice Paylor is doing the same to Fallon, giving him an acknowledging nod. Paylor then takes a step back. Your father steps to the left to stand in front of Fallon as Paylor steps up to be in front of you. Paylor leans in, kisses your forehead, steps back, takes both your hands and holds them in his, lifting them up so they're between both of your chests, squeezes them gently, and nods in a knowingly encouraging fashion. And you open your eyes. Back in your room, kneeling on the floor, Fallon just a few steps in front of you. You feel a weight on your lap that wasn't there before. You look down, you see a longsword laying across both yours and Fallon's lap. Each of you have your own longsword. You can see that the hilt is engraved with the symbol of Pelor, and across down the blade, written in Celestial, let those who threaten the light lose that which is most important to them. And you will find a weapon in your inventory, third from the bottom. With that, does anybody have anything else you want to do? Any last minute rebuttals on that 10-hour trip?
Holly's just gonna go to sleep now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend, like I said, about a half an hour or so doing the praying thing.
Mm-hmm.
Get 8 hours of sleep. Um, I'd like to spend about an hour updating the book I've been working on.
Okay. So you can add an hour to that read time,
Okay.
or to the total time. If nobody's got anything else, we are going to end it there for tonight. I'm not going to have you walk through what looks like hell's front door with 10 minutes left in the session. So we will pick it up here next week. Thanks everybody for coming to watch. Make sure you
We
tune
get
in
our rest.
Sunday. Yes, I already gave you all a long rest.
Oh, okay.
Yay!
Thank you everybody for coming to watch Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon. Make sure you tune in Sundays for Waters of the Deep and get back here next week for more Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon. Good night and goodbye.
Bye.
Later, all.